Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to look at, oh look, there he is right down there. But today we're going to look at the Supreme Kai slash KIBITO card. Now at the moment, I actually do not have him rainbowed. We'll see if I'm maybe able to get the last copy of him from the Legendary Summon banner, which should be coming up very, very soon. But I do want to Dokkan Awaken him now and start grinding up his links, because we are going to be getting new Super Battle Road stages very, very soon. And even though I only have 3 dupes in him, usually I don't use units unless they're rainbowed. But this Supreme Kai and KIBITO card is so good that they will be like a dominant force to try and no-item some of these new category stages that are going to come out. So I'm going to Dokkan Awaken them now. And then we'll come back and we'll finish the rest of this Rainbow Showcase once I get the last copy of them. And then, of course, you know, we'll have, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leveled links as well. Alright, so I was able to get the final copy that we needed of Supreme Kai and KIBITO. This is perfect, so I'm going to be ready to use them at full power in some of these no-item attempts for Super Battle Road. Because, of course, this unit is absolutely crazy. So let's go ahead and put the Rainbow Star on them, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at them in some events. Alright, guys, so we'll start here on the Patara team with our boy Supreme Kai and KIBITO right here. Again, this unit, I've used them already in several no-item Super Battle Road runs to great effect. I think this is one of the best designed units in all of Dokkan. And I am very pleased that they released the Dokkan Fest transforming Angel Golden Frieza in a very similar manner to this Supreme Kai slash KIBITO unit, right? Because the thing about this unit is this is turn 1. I mean, as you guys can see right there, turn 1 right there at the bottom. And we can already use the active skill. We could fuse into KIBITO Kai at literally any moment we want to. Now, with Supreme Opie of Time, they share a lot of links, right? I believe we're sharing Telekinesis, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Master of Magic, and Godly Power with Supreme Opie of Time. And then Supreme Power and Fierce Battle are the other 2 links that Supreme Kai and KIBITO have got. So let's see what their defense is. 116k. Now, they do a lot, right? They raise defense by 50% on super attack. They have a 50% chance of stunning on super attack. They lower enemy attack by 30% on super. Also, their link levels are very high. Because it's a unit I've used so much in Extreme Super Battle Road and going for no-item runs and stuff like that. I've just really grinded the hell out of them because they're so critical to so many runs that I've done, right? They are very, very good. And I'm definitely just a big fan of the design. Okay, so 1.92 million is a very good attack stat for all of the other utility that they've got right there, right? Like, look at that. So they stunned Boo, as well as lowered his attack and defense by 30%. Because, again, they lower enemy attack and defense by 30% on hit. They also have a 50% chance of dodging, and they recover 10% HP at the end of turn. So, like, they're, like, almost like a must-run unit if you've got them. Like, they are just so powerful. Now here, LR Goku Black and Zamasu is not a unit I've actually used very much, but I figured, doing videos and stuff like this, like, why not actually get, like, them in a video for once in a long time, and I'll pair them with the AGL Rose. I have not used the AGL Rose very much either, just for whatever reason. I have not been using him very often in any, like, Legendary Goku event runs or anything like that. Just sort of the way it's going, like, things are happening, right? But obviously that AGL Rose EZA is a tremendously powerful unit. Okay, so here we have Goasu and Zamasu on rotation. I'm curious what Supreme Kai and KIBITO are looking at. 147k this time is very good. How are they doing with links? They link up better with Supreme Opie of Time for sure. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And then I think next turn, I will probably go ahead and super attack. Or next turn, we'll go ahead and transform into KIBITO Kai. Because again, they have very similar abilities when they actually transform or fuse into KIBITO Kai. But there are some distinct differences to how they actually work, right? And they do have that very, very ultra powerful ability of the 100% chance to stun the first time they attack as KIBITO Kai, which is just ridiculously powerful, right? All right, double super attack from Supreme Opie right there. I recently have adjusted her hidden potential system, and I've given her full additional because she massively raises defense. And again, I was sort of functioning for no item runs and stuff like that in category Super Battle Road. Her double supering, I mean, we're talking 2 chances to seal. Like if she would finish an enemy off, then a second super and she'd seal another enemy or something like that. And then she has a 100% defensive raise on super attack as well. So I always felt like that was pretty important for Supreme OP at the time. Okay, so, oh yeah, we should be able to just absolutely incinerate this Skinny Boo right here this turn. He's going down right away. And then next turn, again, we'll go ahead and transform into KIBITO Kai, right? Because KIBITO Kai, man, so now he raises attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. That was a 4.2 million attack stat, that said? Yeah, man, once their big bad boss is level 10, it's going to be pretty good. KIBITO Kai also seals on super attack, which is good. 150% attack and defense. Then he has the passive debuff to the enemy, right? So when it's just KIBITO and Supreme Kai, they have to hit the enemy, and then they lower the attack and defense by 30%, right? But when they're KIBITO Kai, just by being out on the field, all enemies get the 20% attack and defensive debuff. So that's where, like, you know, maybe you would want to be like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let whatchamacallit, like I kind of want to leave Supreme Kai and KIBITO on this turn to maybe try and go for dodges or stuff like that. But maybe depending upon how the enemy attacks are going to play out, it's like, nah, I'm going to fuse into KIBITO Kai, get that passive attack debuff on the enemy right away, so that, you know, like, I don't know, some unit, maybe like LR Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta, is going to be able to tank a little bit better in maybe that first slot, right? Because, you know, he doesn't tank super well until after he attacks, and then his full passive will go ahead and activate, right? Okay, so after transformation, a couple of his links changed. He gains Power Bestowed by God as well as Fuse Fighter. Very good links, though, for some of these teams, right? Again, Katara. I didn't really bring a ton of actually, like, fused units, and by a ton, I mean, like, none besides him, right? But, you know, you compare them up with, like, Vegetos and stuff like that, you know, they'll have Fierce Battle, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God together, so that's good. And, you know, Supreme Power with maybe something like, I think the SCR Vegeto has Supreme Power, right? Let me double check that. He does not. Wow, actually, yeah, that Goku and Vegeta don't have Supreme Power, huh? Okay. They're one of the few, like, top-tier Busaga units that do not. Okay, so let's see how much damage KIBITO Kai will do on this turn right here. I would think he's going to do a pretty decent amount of damage. After this, we'll probably go check him out on the Realm of Gods team. One thing about our boy KIBITO Kai here is he is only on 4 teams, right? Realm of Gods, Buu Saga, Patara, and Join Forces. But he certainly is going to be a very good option on all 4 of those teams, right? And potentially, you know, Join Forces gets like a Super Battle Road stage. They're going to be like a must run, basically. Like they're just so tactical, so good. They do so many different things. They're just amazing all over the place. And then, you know, they have decent defense, and then they get that 50% defensive raise on super attack as well. Like, you know, this is a unit that you could use for long events everywhere. Like, they're just really good. It's just a very good unit overall, no doubt about it. All right, so now we're over here on the Realm of Gods team. I did one of the funny team builds of, you know, basically Beerus, and then a whole bunch of support type units, sort of. Always a fun team. We got AJL Westkai, which is another one of these units that's coming out as part of this global update with Ultimate Gohan, and of course also the KIBITO as well as the Supreme Kai, right? So on this turn, they're going to be able to get a massive attack buff from Whis, right? Whis being on rotation shares quite a few links with them. And then, of course, with a Beerus on rotation, Whis then becomes a support type unit, giving 50% attack. So Supreme Kai and KIBITO should be able to do good stuff right here. We actually got hit, but remember, they have a 50% chance to dodge before they fuse. So we easily could have dodged right there. I mean, you look at the attack stats, they're putting up good attack stats. Their defensive numbers are high. They have all the utility of attack lowering, stunning, sealing after fusing. Again, they have one of the biggest parts of this card is immediately after fusing into KIBITO Kai, they get a guaranteed 2-turn stun on attack. And it doesn't have to be a super attack, it's just on attack. They have a guaranteed 2-turn stun the first time they fuse into KIBITO Kai, which is just a brutally strong ability that they've got right there. Like, that is really good. being able to just toss out like a guaranteed 100% stun, especially in Super Battle Road stages. We all know how tough Super Battle Road stages are. All these, like, you know, you could use them for the Super Class stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, Super Int, Extreme Class Buu Saga, Extreme Class Realm of Gods, Extreme Class Patara, right? There's all those extreme category Super Battle Road stages, and Supreme Kai and KIBITO are on so many of them, so that's very, very good for them. All right, so pretty similar rotation to what we were running last time. Let's go ahead and let's get this attack stat. We'll probably fuse next turn, and then we might go ahead and finish it up, because, you know, one thing about this unit is I have already used them, again, all over Super Battle Road. Like, you know, if you guys look at, like, any of my no-item, I did a no-item run for Extreme Category Realm of Gods, Extreme Category Buu Saga, Extreme Category Patara, Super Class, Extreme Super Battle Road, all of those. I used this unit as part of the no-item run, and they were borderline the MVP in, like, all of these runs. It's just, they're so important. I mean, they literally do everything. They seal, they stun, they heal, they lower attack, they lower defense, they give themselves key, they raise defense on super attack. You could choose to fuse whenever you want. They dodge before they fuse. Like, their link set is solid enough for the teams that they're on. Like, there's not really, like, a weakness to this unit. They're just incredible. Like, this is easily, I would say, within, like, my top 3 to 5 favorite units in the game, because it's like you have so many options for what you can do with them, right? It's not like people, like, you know, a lot of times, like, oh, Dokkan, you're just popping bubbles, like, have fun with your bubble popping game and shit like that, right? Which, I mean, honestly, it's true, right? What am I gonna say? No, that's not, it's not a bubble popping game. Like, yeah, no shit. But, like, with KIBITO, the KIBITO Kai unit, like, you are thinking, because there's so much that they're doing for any given situation that, you know, you are actually using your brain with them. And I do really like that. And I'm very glad that the Transforming Angel Golden Frieza unit, again, is going to be very similar. He's built, like, exactly the same way. So that's good. Like, Dokkan, I have loved the design of basically all of the units since, like, Full Power Jiren came. Because Krillin, I wasn't a big fan of Krillin. And then Blue Goku and Vegeta, as impressive as they are, you know, they do have a weakness if there's no rainbow orbs around. But, like, every unit basically released since, like, Full Power Jiren, just the design has been fantastic. They have really knocked it apart with even the free-to-play Hercule and Buu card, right? Like, you know, the STR Vegito, all these cards, I just absolutely adore the design of all these units. They've done a very good job. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Again, got a decent amount of links active right here. What's his defense? Defense is 180k, so keep in mind that his defense goes up by 50% when he super attacks. So, you know, it's just good, man. Shit is just good. Realm of Gods, easily, I would say, the best category in the game. Just with, like, it's just, they just can't help themselves, right? I will say this, the Transforming Golden Frieza update actually is not a buff. There's no buff to Realm of Gods, surprisingly. Stunning, I know. But there's no buff to Realm of Gods with this Transforming. 2.47 is pretty good by our boy KIBITO Kai. No active skill shenanigans, nothing. That's just his power and support right there. So, pretty good by KIBITO Kai. Again, I am a huge fan of this unit. If you pull this unit, like, on Global or anything like that, this is a huge W. They're so good for, like, all of the difficult content in the game. Again, even for, like, Battlefield in the future, they'll definitely be good, because they lower enemy attack, they could seal, they could stun. So, like, if any boss in Battlefield can have attack lowered, sealed, or stunned, which some of them, right? There was Zamasu, who you'd want to stun, Jiren, who you'd want to lower his attack, right? So, like, this unit can cover every single one of those bases. So they're just an absolutely, like, essential Battlefield unit. Like, they're good. Like, there's literally nothing negative about them I could say. Like, I just think they're, like, a perfectly designed unit. Very well done by Dokkan. Let's give Beerus this attack set right here. And then we'll go ahead and finish up the video. We'll move on, of course, to the, you know, the breakdown, because I only just rainbowed Supreme Kai and KIBITO during the worldwide download celebration, because I actually rainbowed Tech Ultimate Gohan so fast on his initial banner, I didn't really get a chance to rainbow the KIBITO and Supreme Kai unit, but I was able to, again, during the worldwide download celebration. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to their details. Alright, so this is Noble Creed, Supreme Kai, and KIBITO. Their leader skill is the Patara category key 4 and 100% of stats. So this is sort of like a new type of leader they're doing for some of these subunits, is the category 100% with 4 key, right? Whereas there used to be a lot of, you know, like Gowasu and Zamasu are what, Realm of Gods, 120% and 3 key. So now we're starting to see like 4 key and 100% of stats. It's good. The more leaders for categories and stuff like that, the better. There's always, I think, free-to-play players and stuff like that out there that could benefit from that, right? So their super attack is the Godly Binding Fist, which greatly raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and has a high chance of stunning the enemy. That's a 50% chance. That's obviously very, very good. Their passive skill, Situational Awareness, gives them 2 key and 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. They lower the attacked enemy's attack and defense by 30% for 2 turns. 30% is a massive debuff, by the way. And then they have a high chance, which is a 50% chance, of evading enemies' attacks. And they also recover 10% HP at the end of turn. Again, they just do so freaking much. They have their active skill, Special Fusion. You know, they can do their Patara Fusion immediately. Again, at any time you want. The very first turn, you could use their fusion. Their links are Telekinesis, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Master of Magic, Godly Power, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. So their links are fine for like Realm of Gods. You know, they do have Supreme Power and Fierce Battle and Cold Judgment, which are very common on the Buu Saga team. Well, is Cold Judgment? I know Cold Judgment, again, they have it with Tech Ultimate Gohan, which maybe is the only thing you really need. Let me see. So I'm looking at Buu Saga characters with Cold Judgment. Nah, I guess it is pretty much just, yeah, like there's like Great Saiyaman, the Tech Ultimate Gohan. It's very, very common. The physical Z-Sword Gohan. Tien has got it. The Buu Saga Tien. But a lot of Realm of Gods supports have got it, right? Gowasu and Zamasu, Whis, STR Jiren has Cold Judgment. Vados has Cold Judgment. The Tech Supreme Kai has got Cold Judgment. Supreme Oppai of Time has got Cold Judgment. AGL Vados does. So, and even AGL Zamasu's got Cold Judgment as well. So you'll definitely be able to get that on Realm of Gods. Cold Judgment, I love that link now. After the link level update, 25% defense is very good. Their 12 key multiplier is 140% as Supreme Kai and KIBITO. And then, of course, they do have a few different category teams that our boys are on right here. So, of course, there's Realm of God. I mean, literally since last November is when God Goku came out. Just look at the what is released since last November. It's just, it's like suffocating. Like, all of the best units in the game are like right there, pretty much. It's crazy, right? Like, not actually, because, you know, like Tech Ultimate Gohan, I think, is up there. The Angel Golden Frieza is definitely on there, right? The STR Super Vegito is not on there, or Buu Tanks, but like a lot of really good units, like Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, UI Goku, the Blue Fusions down here, LR Rose, right? God Goku, like a lot of very, very, very powerful units right there. Then they're also on the Buu Saga team. Same thing. I mean, Fat Buu right here came out in April, so they've had just such a ridiculous, like, amount of units released in such a short period of time. I'm sure we're going to move away from Buu Saga for quite a while, though, after the worldwide download celebration is done. I don't think we're going to see Buu Saga for quite a bit. You know, we might see like Angel Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku will get like his EZA, or like Kid Buu will get his EZA. But besides that, or like a random unit here and there, we're not going to get like big, like, you know, celebration focused units, I think, for quite a while for Buu Saga. Because, I mean, they've already, like, Buu Saga is like, it's right up there as like a top 5 category now, maybe even like top 3 or something like that. Then, of course, we're also on Patara, which is good. You know, as many units we can get on Patara as possible. I would like a standalone version of KIBITO Kai. All we have is the SR in the game currently. That would be nice, right, if we could actually get him as, like, a standalone unit. Because, again, Patara is pretty limited in the amount of characters they could do. So, I do like how they did Supreme Kai and KIBITO in one. That's, you know, clever for them to do that. And then, of course, there's the Joined Forces team as well. Where there's a lot of good units. This is one of those categories that, like, the more units they release on Joined Forces, just the better overall it's going to be, because, like, you know, there's such variety. Like, you know, Gohan and Videl compared to, like, I don't know, like Bobbity and Deborah, or like blue Goku and Vegeta from the Tournament Power, and then like, you know, like physical LR Cell, right? You have such variety that just like the more units get added, the more you can make like little groupings and pairings that work well together. So that's good. By the way, this Yamcha, I think that's the only like actual character on the category, by the way. Just that singular Yamcha right there, where it's actually only one character. Yeah, it is. Yep. Because that, of course, is the SSR that awakens into the LR Yamcha. Kind of an oversight that they put joined forces on him before he got to TUR, because his TUR is Yamcha, as we can see right there. So, okay. And then that is all of their categories. Again, you can use their Patara Fusion. Can be activated immediately upon entering any turn, so that's obviously a beautiful ability. At that point, their super attack changes, their passive changes, and then two of their links actually go ahead and change as well. So their super attack becomes the Gekuretsu Shin Oho, or something like that, which greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, does supreme damage, and now seals. So that's very good. They stun in before they fuse, and then after fusing, they seal. So being able to do both is really good. Then their passive skill, End to Chaos, gives them 3 ki and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. All enemies get their attack and defense lowered by 20% while this unit is on the field. And then they have a guaranteed 100% chance to stun for 2 turns. Once only on their passive. So that just a normal attack, they're stunned for 2 turns. Very, very busted ability that is going to play so well in Super Battle Road, Battlefield, many different events. That's going to be very good. And then they also recover 10% HP at the end of turn, just the same way the Supreme Kai and KIBITO unit does as well. Then, of course, they gain Power Bestowed by God and Fuse Fighter instead of what? Telekinesis and Godly Power. Yeah, those 2 links change. So their new link set is Power Bestowed by God, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Master of Magic, Fuse Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. So there we go. There is this Supreme Kai and KIBITO unit. Very, very good. If you do manage to pull this unit, that's a huge monster W. Easily, I would say, one of the best units in the game. Well, at least as far as like band units go. Honestly, considering their versatility, yes, I would say this is one of the best units in the game, because they're going to be good everywhere. Because they do literally everything, they're going to be good literally everywhere, right? So let me know what you guys think of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.